Says we're live or we're going live. Oh, it says you are live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special, big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards, even though there's no crossing guard right now because school is out. Shout out to AC people, keeping us cool when the AC break down. Who else needs to shout out? Shout out to law enforcement personnel. Shout out to medical field personnel. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. Shout out to the person who just lost their job. Companies are folding left, right, and center, but there are other places that are hiring in abundance. So just get up, get out, and get something. Don't let the days of your life pass by. Little advice, it may not be what you want, but sometimes you're going to have to take what you can get until you get what you want again. That's just the way the game is played, right? Somebody said, SouFLo, how come you never shout out the people who lost their jobs, who have no employment, who's struggling? Why? The list get longer and longer for people I got to shout out. But I saw it go. You know, everybody ain't on the up and up. Today for you, tomorrow for me. Now, so up for you today, down for me, down for me, down for you tomorrow, and up for me. That's how it goes. With that said, that's why you just humble yourself, you know, and just say big up to everybody and respect to everybody and all that, because you're up. Might not be a permanent up. See it? All right, so. Yo, there's so much going on this morning. I have to big up the people that's tuning in individually. So I'll scroll back to the top of the chat this morning and big them up. We have some things to talk about this morning. Vybz Kartel got released. There's an athlete in the US called Athing Mew. And I keep wondering why nobody is talking about Athing Mew. You know, she's making history. I'm wondering why no one is talking about her, why she's not getting all the accolades and all that. And then we switch back to the Caribbean again, back to Jamaica again. Big jailbreak situation happening in Jamaica. And a bag of criminals are on the loose. I think it's about 8 or 9 of them break out and they're on the loose. But these aren't just no regular men like, you know, Brock Kiar and maybe these ain't even men that do like minimal crime. I don't know if I explain it to you, but some serious crime these guys have done. And they were in lockup and now they are back out on the streets in Jamaica somewhere. So we're going to not only do that, we're going to show their pictures. So hopefully somebody can say, me see him, you know, and call police before them start murder of people down there, because that's their MO. And then the Beachy Stout trial is about to begin, and we have all the information on that right here as well. This is what we're going to be talking about this morning. Before I do that, though, I didn't say anything for the fathers for Father's Day. And, you know, that's a special thing to me as far as the fathers are concerned. We must understand how the import. You see, a good father, you don't have to tell him this. You don't have to tell him this. But we speak so others hear. You know, I've had people say to me, yo, SouFLo, you know, you really changed my mindset, bro. Him call me big brother. Him say, you really changed my mindset, you know. Because me did that on some totally different something. Over the years of listening to you, man, and watching you, following you and watching you, one thing I could say is you never broke stride with what you keep on saying about your children and about being there as a father. And that motivated me and encouraged me to start being in my son's life. That was years ago. And he was like, now him and his son tight like that because his son is growing up. You're talking about 7, 8 years. 7, 8 years of a child's life. That's more precious than diamond and gold, my friend. You can't get that back. You know, you can't get back tomorrow. You can't get back yesterday. Yesterday is gone, right? So imagine 7, 8 years worth of yesterdays. Can't get that back. So you got to try your best to be there for your children. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of fathers do get a raw deal. I know me have a lot of them that cry to me. SouFLo, you need to do one topic again, one show where you talk about the fathers that are being sabotaged. Yeah, because even women celebrate Father's Day, about she is mother and father. When some of them woman here is them same one run with the good father, is them same one make the obstacles, put them in his way for him to not be able to see his children out of purpose. You know, some women are bitter. They will sabotage the relationship between the father and his child just because she bitter, just because she vexed, just because she mad about things. And there are men who are going through that. And you know, I try to tell them, like, it's hard to say don't find any excuses and go over, under, around all obstacles, because again, this is time that you can never get back, right? But sometimes it's just so many damn obstacles, and it's just so many damn ups and downs and over and under, plus regular life on top of that. So shout out to the men who are really, really trying, but you're really, really getting a fight. Yeah. I have a brethren. He was paying $500 a month in child support, right? He have 2 kids, and he was paying $500 a month in child support. And, you know, he was saying that that's all he could afford to pay at the moment. So anyhow, I think he got a new job, and the new job pay a little bit more. His baby mother went and did the mathematics to him paycheck and how much he's getting per hour, so how much he might be making plus whatever. Took this man back to court, right? Now, mind you, it's not the court that told him to pay $500. It's what they had agreed on first. She want more. Now, took him to court, and she ended up getting paid. Now she's getting paid like $300 and something per month. So him asked me, you think me fi still pay her the 500, or you think me fi give her what the court said fi give her? I said, give her what the court said to give her. Give her what the court said to give her. And then the rest of it, you can spend that when you picnic them when you're with them, or, you know, slide it in them pocket, or do however which way you want to do that. But are some wicked people out there, man. And I don't understand why they make it hard that way. But one thing I noticed though, and don't be offended if you're one of these people, but I noticed that women who were not raised with their dad, if he wasn't there and loving and caring, those women are quick to sabotage the relationship between a man and his children, because she does not know the value of having a man in the house. She never see fear daddy go work and struggle and come home and him clothes tear up and him dirty, and whether him is a street sweeper or a mechanic or a farmer or whatever, a laborer or whatever. She never see him come home and take off shoes and sit down on veranda and I rub him foot them and him tired and him do this day in, day out. You know, she never had the, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, I love you, you're the best thing ever happened to me. She never get that reassurance from that man and these things. So them women, they're quick to sabotage the relationship between. So I would tell men like this. Just like how I said I would never be with a woman who has children for another man. People call me hypocrite. Move on, go. You have picnic with multiple different women. Yeah, that's me. And I'm sorry to be a hypocrite, but that's the truth. That's me. I take care of mines though, right? None of them know if to beat me in my head to take care of mines. And funny enough, if I should take on a new woman today, say life changes for me, right? And Shakira decides, say, I'm out of here. Bye, I'm gone. I'm not gonna stop there with woman, right? So if I take on a new woman today, guess what? I don't need a penny from her to help pay not one of my bills. And I don't need $1 from her to help take care of any of my kids. You know what I'm saying? What I've seen with women is when they take on a man, they normally need help. Yeah, she need help to pay the rent. She need help to do this. She need help to do the other. Me don't need no help from no woman to take care of mines them. So I will forever be holding on to that thought. I'm not helping no woman raise no other man picnic. Me not mind no other man picnic. I don't care. I'm a lion in the jungle for real. Like, you see how the lion them do? Yeah, me not have to spell it out for you. When the lion go in there, the lion make them kill out the whole of the picnic them what they did there before and breed her all over again. That's me. Me don't want none of your picnic. Me don't want none of your picnic them around me. Next thing me I tell the boy, I say, youth, why you talk to your mother like that? And next thing me hear, F you ain't my daddy. A big war I go start in my house, flying, kick and all these things, cause I'm about to watch it. You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't want them kind of stress there. But women them who are trying to and are successful at holding these men from their children, you're doing a degree of wickedness that you would never understand until later on. Please, me not care where you have with the man. Let the man be a part of his children's life and stop putting obstacles in his way. Make it easier, if anything, for him. You know, if you like him, and probably was a dirty dog and did do you bad and treat you bad and you can't believe it. But you don't hang on to all that. Malice him next way, but not the relationship with him and his children. If him is really a dirty dog like that, his children are going to grow up to say, you know, some father was really now me see what mommy did I talk about, or now me see what people was saying. They will one day see it, right? Just facilitate that relationship with that man there, as far as making it easy for him. My brother's baby mother used to do this. She used to be like, when you coming to see your son, because my brother used to drive truck. Rest in peace, Jimmy. Him gone, right? Him passed away. That's my young brother. I told y'all I had to go identify him. And me here, I see my mother. She lose her wash belly baby. And the woman, they get up and run. I know she didn't know where she was running to. She fly off of the couch and run straight across our living room, head first into the wall. Bow! Hit the wall and fell on the ground. It was something I'll never forget. But he used to be a truck driver. And his baby mother used to, he would say, I'm coming off the road. I should be touching Miami about 7 p.m. So 8 o'clock. I come see my daughter, right? And she was like, yeah, man, come. She would make sure she moved that child to the next side of town before he got there. And she'd tell him, if you're coming up. So he would show up and he would try to see his child. And she's like, she's not here right now. I'm going to drop her off over our auntie, or I'm going to drop her off Rona so-and-so. I've seen this stuff happen firsthand. You know, and it got to the point where, why are you always doing this? Is what? Like, why are you always doing this kind of thing? So I see it. They do it on purpose. Oh, when I break up with you, I'm taking the kids and I'm moving to Timbuktu, and they do it. They take the kids and then move, go, we are Timbuktu. Knowing damn well that man is rooted right where he's at. And that's where he's employed. You know, he's been living there for years. You were living there with him for years. You purposely gonna move now all the way across the next side of America now. So this man can only see his children by FaceTime, and then once a month, if they can afford that. Most people cannot afford to jump on plane and go spend a week somewhere once a month. So realistically, he'll be seeing his kids on holidays. Yeah, that's probably about it. So don't do that. Don't do that. And if you're doing that, you're not a good woman, right? At all. You don't get no stripes. You don't get no respect. And you're not a good woman. And those are the women that jump up and talk about, some of them, I'm the mother and the father. So happy Father's Day to me too. Move from around here. Happy Father's Day to me too. No, we're not celebrating you on Father's Day. Let that man be a father to his children. Hold him accountable and let him be a father to his children. Some of the man are some waste man too. You have some waste man out there that have to be forced to take care of their. I'm hitting everybody this morning, you know. Me just a ramble, so just walk with it, cause we have topics we're gonna get into, but I have to get this one off my chest. Some of the man are some waste man out there. Some of the man love to walk around and talk about how much picnic you have and how much girl you breed, and the trend in Jamaica is gelding truck and gelding youth. You not get no youth yet, lad. You boss blank man. Yeah, no aisle no in your back. You weak. 4 me gone, you know. 6 me gone, you know. I have more than you, my youth. You have to go catch up. 12 me gone, you know. It's like it's a bragging thing. And when you check the ratio, you have 4, 6, and 12 suffering picnic. 4, 6, and 12 suffering picnic. Them picnic, they don't know you. If you ask them what your daddy look like, when last you see your dad? When last your daddy come carry you go somewhere? Carry you go at the beach? Carry you go movie? Carry you go at the park? Something. So the poor picnic them a look. And the woman have to force you, boy. I'm going to say boy because you're not a man. The woman have to force you to take care of your own kids. She have to go bring the law into it to take care of your own kids. She have to go hunt down police. She have to go through court system. She have to do paperwork. All these other things. I hear some people talking about, I don't understand these women taking these men to child support court after one time you and the man did a breed, do this something and breed. No police and no child support court never in there. On the thing said easy if you take care of picnic out here. On the thing said ear can feed picnic. On the think I love you and hugs can feed picnic and give them comfort and stability. A foolishness you talk. She need help. She need help. I be seeing some of y'all out here bush to the bone. All word that, you know, bush to the bone. For those of you who don't know what that means, it means, you know, you're in the latest brands and all this. The shoes always clean, the hat match the shirt, the pants look good, the this, that, and the other. Boop, boop. Latest car and all these things. You're winky, and after every little fat body something will pass. And I see your kids. I feel like I want to cry and adopt them. Yeah. A rule of thumb, right? You should never have more than your kids. And you should never be doing more for yourself than for your children. I'm driving down the road the other day and my daughter in the car and she said, "Who's your first love, Dad?" And I'm thinking about it. I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "Who's your first love in your life right now?" My daughter is 9. Nika just turned 9. Very intelligent. I'm thinking about it, right? My son, them answer, who I feel them first love. And then my daughter says, myself. I'm my first love. And you, Dad, you should be your first love. You should be your first love to yourself. And I'm driving. And then it hit me. I'm going to say, you know what, Nana? I should be my first love. And I was my first love until I started having children. Now my children are my first love. And my children have to be my first love. Let me break it down for you so a 9-year-old could understand it. I say if I get $100 right now, I can't buy myself anything without thinking first, what does Farai need? What does Nika need? What does Kosi need? What does Milani need? What does Makai need? What does Jaden need? Their needs come before mine, right? Even their wants. Remember, I know there's a difference between want and need, you know. Need, you need. Want, you can do without. But even their wants come before my needs. You understand? So they have to be my first love. And I said that to her, and she was like, oh, but it is. And that's the way it should be. And that's when you know that you're flexing on a whole different level. You understand? Me don't need nobody to pat me on my back. I don't need no accolades from nobody. My mom gave me my flowers on Father's Day. Remember, I know my mother watched them something at some time, you know, so I can't get up here and lie in front of her. And my mom is not that kind of person either. My mom said, thank you. Thank you for the way you take care of my grandchildren. Thank you for the father you are to them. That's my crown. When your mother can tell you, say, she respect the way how you are as a father, how you take care of her grandchildren. Remember, I know a generation after generation, her dream as a girl, as a young woman, when she became a mother and all that, she was saying she wanted a better life for her children, right? She was probably even saying she wanted a better life for her children's children. God, I hope I live long enough to see my beautiful grandchildren. I hope this little youth when I have me grow up one day to be a big man and give me some beautiful grandchildren. I've done that. And now, not only that, I take care of them in a manner which garners her respect. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I see us living where I do, man. But let me share this with you real quick. And I tell the men them out there, nothing beat this right here. Nothing beat this right here. Watch this. So this was me. And this is what I walked into for my Father's Day. Sita.
Happy Father's Day to you.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day, dear
record?
I have my cards.
All right, everybody is here. They're on Far, Jay, Kosi, Jamaica, Kai, and Mullen. Right. Come here.
We have to take
Come here, mommy.
I want to watch you open it.
Here.
Happy Father's Day to you.
I didn't plan that. I didn't ask them to do that. I didn't know they were going to do that. I was sitting in my office, in the home office, and them running by me with them balloons and cards and 2 bags with gifts and all these things, and just line up and start sing. Of course, it made me feel proud as hell. And guess what? All of them were there. There's some people that watch my video all the time and they're like, why you always with Shakira and them 2 picnic there alone? Where the rest of your picnic them there? Why you not gonna take care of the rest of your picnic them? Listen, you don't tune into my channel enough to even know my life. But let me tell you something, right? Fatherhood is not something I play with. Me no ramp with it. This is my biggest responsibility that was given to me by the Almighty Creator, and I take no joke in it. Everything else comes second, third, fourth, and everything else after. That is my priority, right? My mom said, they are your investments, son. And I say, yes, mommy, they are. And they are. They are, right? So with that said, I feel good this morning, yeah, man. And big up to the good father them that are there, that's holding it down. Some of you don't get no accolades, you don't get no appreciation or nothing, but just go and do it. See? Because the greatest appreciation, forget what people outside say. The greatest appreciation is them. When them can talk about you in a manner in which you know you are loved, admired, and respected by them. That's it. All right? With that said, let's move right along now. I hope we motivate somebody this morning. If you go call you, pick them, go see what spot they're at, what they're doing, try to be more involved in their life and all these kind of things. And you will end up getting one of those one day where them running upon you and Happy Father's Day you and all these things. See? All right. Which one of our stories we're going to be talking about this morning? Erica Senior says, at SouFLo, they gave you your flowers while you were alive to let you know that they love you and you're doing a wonderful job. Yes. And I had my glasses on. I had on them big glasses here with block the light them. But I was tearing up when they were doing it because I didn't line them up to do it. You know, some people go get their child on Father's Day just so they can take pictures and then post it and then give back the picnic and go about them business. Yeah, my children are like really here with me. So it was just powerful. It was just powerful. It was uplifting and it was powerful. Yeah, man. And I don't do it for people accolades. I do it for them. So for them to appreciate it, nothing feel better than when you're appreciated by the people who really mean the most to you. I put a saying out like this. Don't worry about impressing people who really don't matter. Worry about impressing those that mean everything to you, right? And when you do that, it's all good. If you're a parent, you better be impressing your children. Somebody else I got to impress them, and you don't want the wrong people impress them. You better be impressing your children. You impress them by your example. My daughter says, you always working. And you know, it cuts into family time. That's okay. I would have rather she say I'm always working than for her to say, you're always never around. You're always not loving. You're always not caring. You're always, if she say you're always working, I said, look around you. I said, everything you have is from me working hard, like you see me working. Yeah. All right. Miss Bossy Lady says, "A true Kartel is free." All right. We're going to talk about that. Talk about Kartel first. Is Vybz Kartel released? Oh, boy. All right. No need to ask then. Kartel, please, SouFLo. Jeez. Okay. When I woke up and saw it this morning, my eyes went like this too. Kartel is not free from prison. Kartel is free from 23 hours lockdown. He was in the solitary confinement lockup, his attorney described that solitary confinement lockup as like a baking oven. It's a brick oven because it's made of bricks and steel and it has no window. And, you know, he was in there for quite some time. He's been in there for a long time now. And you know what solitary confinement does to the mind. I don't know if you know that. I was doing a study on it a couple of years ago. Pretty much everybody that goes to solitary confinement goes through some level of psychosis before they come back to normal. Most people have to be put on medication after, right? They lose their mind completely in there. And the longer you're in there, you have to be strong. You have to be a really strong person. I've heard people talk about how they started talking to themselves after like the first week. Some people said they started talking to themselves about the like feels like about day 3 in. Nobody tells you when it's daytime versus nighttime, and nobody tells you when it's 7 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 12 o'clock, or anything like that. Some of these solitary confinement cells, I don't think it's like that in Jamaica. You can probably hear, but some of these solitary confinement cells are sensory deprivation solitary confinement cell. Sensory deprivation means you won't hear anybody else's voice, you won't feel anybody else's touch or anything like that. If you can lock yourself in a little space and imagine not hearing anything else, only noise you hear is the noise that you will make. And you're just there. And you're just there. The walls start to close in on you. Anxiety turn to mental issues. Some people have mental issues already, might have suffered from some depression or something else already. And then it gets worse. Over the edge they go. They start looking for ways to kill themselves in there. Can't find none. You know, no toilet, no bed. Exactly. All that. In Jamaica, actually in Kartel situation, it was a bucket. He was given a bucket to poop in. So there you are. You can't flush a bucket. So you're doo-dooing and sitting next to your doo-doo, on top of your doo-doo. So your morning doo-doo, dede, your evening doo-doo come meet your morning doo-doo in the same bucket. They might not take your bucket out for days. Then peeping, see if you full up the bucket yet. You haven't filled the bucket? Okay. All right. We come back when the bucket full. You in another hot cell there with hot doo-doo. I'm saying prison is not supposed to be nice. Let's be honest. It's not. However, there are conditions where it makes me say even the people with the longest sentence will one day be your neighbor again. See it? So when you do people a certain way and then them come out and they're your next door neighbor, don't mind too sharp if them flip out, chop up you, stab up you, your picnic, something, because they're traumatized. They're traumatized to a different level. So anyway, Vybz Kartel was locked up in that kind of a condition. He's been in there for months now. And the situation surrounding that had to do with a cell phone. Now, here's the thing. The cell phone that they found wasn't on his person. The cell phone they found was in the area on the cell block that he was on, but they chose him. If you watch the ER interview and the Fox News interview with his attorney, you will realize that because his attorney never afraid to talk. And on the ER interview, his attorney said, yeah, because they love your program, you know. They love your program. They watch you on a regular basis with their 100 cell phones that they have in there because all of them have cell phones in there. And I thought to myself, Jesus Christ, Mr. Isaac Buchanan is going to make it bad now for everybody else in there will have cell phone because I'm just out them and say, if you're worried about Kartel having a phone, everybody in there have a phone, right? So we don't see why put him in that inhumane condition when you didn't find him with a phone, you know? But there are many other phones that are in there. I kid you not. I went and do a little research, and I'm looking if I could find any pictures of contrabands that were found in Jamaican prisons, etc., etc. I'm going to find a video clip. And the video clip had more cell phones in it than an actual cell phone store. That's how many cell phones were in there. And I thought this was like years of them putting the phones together to say, this is what we found. No, that was one bus from one prison. And they had others from different prisons across Jamaica. So there are many cell phones in there. I don't know how them get them. I don't know how them keep them. All that, I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure that the people that work there play a great part in it too. So it's always weird to see them ready to punish the prisoners for having a cell phone, but they don't punish the people who are possibly bringing the cell phones into the prison. Who else are going to do it but the prison guard them? And the prison guard them probably get paid such a doo-doo-ish pay that if a man behind bars say, yeah man, me give you 10 grand, bringing a phone for me and stuff, he's thinking, yo, that's extra money. Same thing like how the police officers out the road with them doo-doo-ish pay, you know, and then somebody say, yo, do this for me, Ray. And they're like, why, our family for feed and bills to pay and stuff. So, you know, you're at a rock and a hard place here kind of thing. Not blaming anybody, I'm just saying. But, so the thing set up. So Kartel has been released from that environment and he's back now in. He's not released from prison. If he was released from prison, I would probably be in Jamaica because I wanted that interview there. But if he was released, a lot of American news entities would be in Jamaica as well. Fox News would definitely be there. And I believe it's BBC from out of the UK would be there. And I believe we covered this before. It's a major news entity in the US that said we will definitely be there. And not only will we be there, we'll be documenting it because they're putting a documentary together. And that part, they're waiting for the outcome of the appeal. So remember, no, he's on appeal. He had to be granted a right to appeal. You don't just get granted a right to appeal. Not everybody gets granted a right to appeal. So for the fact that he was even granted a right to an appeal should tell you there was something there that they had to look at. A 3-panel judges had to look at and say, yo, this has to go before higher courts. It's okay, I understand, so I don't want to keep him in here, but this right here, we got to send it to the higher court, see what they say. You know, there were blunders, and he was granted his right to his appeal, and his case went to Privy Council, where it sits now. So whether, if Privy, let me tell the Kartel haters and the Kartel fans this. Whatever Privy Council say is what we have to go rock with, right? Regardless. If them say freedom, it's freedom, and people are going to be happy. Some people are not because they want him staying there forever. If they say no freedom, then it is what it is. He's just going to have to rub him time, do him sentence, and come on out. But whichever way it goes, you can't fault a man for fighting for his freedom. That's it. So no, he's not out of prison. He's out of 23 hours a day lockup. While Kartel lawyer is eating a nice piece of food off of him. So, Tyler World, what you expect the lawyer to do? Law usually pays, you know. Yeah, lawyer no work minimum wage, you know. They don't work for $89 a week like Jamaica's Jamaica's wage for 40 hours of work for the average Jamaican citizen is $89 a week. $89.93. That's it. So lawyer no work for that. So yeah, the lawyer eat a nice food. I don't know, big thing that he's a lawyer that deserves it. He's a lawyer that deserves it. The rest of them did look like them, they want to keep him in there and them are his own lawyer. I don't know. It was looking mighty strange to me at first. But me not say nothing. We just go and watch how it go. Sheldon Pinnock say, I think Jamaica should have taken the deal from the UK to have build a prison in Jamaica and send back the deportees them so that they can have a decent prison. Yeah. At the time when the UK offered Jamaica the new prison, I said to myself and I said to the public, because the videos are out there and I don't want anybody watch them and say, you're a hypocrite, you know. Come and just see a video of you 2 years ago saying blah, blah, blah. No, you said this. Okay. When the UK offered that, I was offended. I was offended because at the same time we were going to them for reparations, right? And they were basically telling us, oh, lick your wounds. Lick your wounds. Stop the crying. Carry on. It's over, right? You're not getting no reparations from we, so try something else. Now, then they came with an offer for a state-of-the-art prison. And I said, these mofos, them not build with no state-of-the-art hospital. They're not building us no state-of-the-art educational institution where people can study and get up-to-date, like first world knowledge of. You know, say every time something wrong with we have to fly out the foreign. Right now, there's a young lady who needs help to fly out of Jamaica to go get help overseas, and she needs 40-something thousand US dollars to do it. That's our story. So they're not helping us in any way, but they might offer we state-of-the-art prison. I'm saying not even state-of-the-art rehabilitation center. A rehabilitation center different, right? A rehabilitation center. I spoke to y'all about this before. I believe Jamaica needs one. I don't think everybody that comes into the country should be let go immediately. If you're deported from overseas, you should go through this rehabilitation center. The people them who you just run off last week, them catch you already and you're back here again, you can go on, right? We're going to do your whole little testing and everything. You're going back out to the population. You who just do 10 years in a U.S. prison, you can't just walk through and just gone in our population. So you need to be in this rehab center because we need to find out if you have hepatitis A, C, D, G, E, and B. We need to find out if you have HIV and CBC and DCD, you know, a whole heap of disease out there. We need to find out if you have mental issues and you're off your medication. We need to find out if, because we don't know them, they lock you up in a solitary confinement, you have to fight for your body for how many years, you're traumatized. Man, they rip you off in a prison of foreign, all kind of something. We need to find out what kind of people are coming in instead of just Lego people so as soon as they come in, right? So we would need one of these kind of centers for this. And then, of course, there are a lot of people who are getting deported because England is not playing for fling them back at Jamaica in them 40s when them left Jamaica when they were 2. Jamaica don't know you, my friend. Jamaica don't know that person, and that person don't know Jamaica either. Most of them come back, they're like, yeah, well, my granny used to live over there, but it's a highway builder right now. So our house don't even exist. Them land don't even exist. My auntie and uncle them live a foreign, and anybody else around here don't know me, and I don't know them. So I'm here on my own, don't have nobody. What kind of what are they? Are destabilized? Yeah, try destabilize the little island. What are we supposed to do with those people? What are we supposed to do with them, the people there? Yeah, man, them are bringing all kind of foreign disease, Julie Tapper. Act like you didn't know. Remember one time they COVID, something they did go on the other day, where everybody have to cover up and all that. You remember what they were doing? Yeah, we're sending in a charter flight with 40 man on it. And I said back then, watch and see. Are they testing them properly? Watch and see what go on. What you see? What did they do? Yep, prisoners coming back from the UK on those charter flights were being tested at airport soon as them land positive. A bag of them positive with it. They're on the plane. What you think they were coming back to do? If they come give the rest of it, where did they lock up and say, lock our borders too. Them lock for them. US lock for them border. Nobody can move. Lock for it too. We don't need nobody in here. We're good. Make we stabilize, we too. No, the charter flights need to keep on coming in. Here's the one next one here. I said people on that positive. Next day, Star, Gleaner, Loop. Yep. There were positive people on that who were put in quarantine, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, man. So they play these kind of games all the time. A little ways that they use, for destabilize we, and for keep we running around in this perpetual circle of madness, right? send back people sick, send back people mentally insane, send back people suicidal, send back people homicidal, mad smaddy, where they are firing and murder people like mad smaddy, send them back to, and they coming in unchecked. What do you think them people coming back to do? Did y'all watch the Klansman Wandan gang trial beginning to end? They told you intricate details of how they recruited. One of them was going out there where the deportees them come in and stand up so and pick people out of it and say who, yo, that you look like him not have nobody that come pick him up, you know. Yeah, I'm big and strong and everything, yo. One guy. Go for that one day. They told you about a guy that they met, right? They ended up killing him eventually because they meet him. Other people did meet him already and, yo, boy, take off your shoes and give me. As that him come Jamaica into, you know, take off your shoes and give me. As him come, them take him shoes from him shoes get robbed. Him barefoot, turn up out them, don't have nobody to come pick him up. Here comes the gang. Come on, jump in that car, man. Make a carry, go shopping, go put on some clothes on you and them thing there and bring you into the family, you know. Who wouldn't say yes? You're on a strange island that you don't know because you left since you were 2. And now, when it come time for go kill somebody or go rob something, is you them come back for? All right, my brother. So time for do the work now, pay back. And you're like, for? Yo, well, say we need you to go slap with a boy from over so and so. We'll give you the coordinates and everything. No, but me no want to do them something that you have to do it. No, me no want to do them something that the youth can get a job. He actually got hired. And he was working. I think that evening here, he was sweeping up the parking lot of the grocery store that he worked in front of. And them go over there, circle him, and the rest, according to the confessions that were made during the trial. Blew him away in the parking lot for that. So yeah, we need one of them kind of center there. So the UK offer with state-of-the-art prison. Them need to offer with state-of-the-art hospital. Them need to offer with state-of-the-art educational institution. Them need to offer with state-of-the-art rehab institution, integration institution, but to offer with state-of-the-art prison. I won't lie. We prison them decrepit bad. Yeah. And I know people are like, but why don't they put the prison of them to work? I hear them saying stuff like 30 years at hard labor. Hard labor what? The man them not do no hard labor. The man them in there in them whites have black party. 30 years of hard labor. Back in the day, you know, I done a Manuel Roy, I go broke rock stone with sledgehammer whole day. 30 years of hard labor meant hard labor. Them used to build up some stone wall around Jamaica so the land no slide way and these kind of things. Fix up the infrastructure. Go to road, go clean street and all these things. They do it here in Florida. The people who are on the work release program, a lower level, say you get for do, say you do a 10 years in a prison in Florida, 5 years. When it comes down to about your last year or your last 2 years, you've been a good person. You've been proven to them that you are rehabilitated. They start putting you on the work release program. The work release program, you're happy because you lock up all day with beer man. So just to go out that door, go sweep up like a trash. Of course you want to go. So you see them even here in Florida when they are drive down the road. You see a bag of them out there pick up trash off of the highway and cutting grass and all these things. Them can do the same thing too. Let's take a call. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yes, SouFLo. Morning, my boss. All the way from Switzerland, you understand?
Big up yourself, family.
Big up yourself. I tell my boss to let the nail upon here because exactly the same thing I was about to say. The person, the prisoner, them that doing hard time. Why is it they don't contribute to the society? That means they can plant, have a farm, and you understand? We have so much shortage from vegetable and all those stuff. Why is it they can contribute to the society?
Exactly. But it's who is running the place.
Exactly. It's corruption take over the whole yard, man. I tell them I love me yard, but me scared of yard. Trust me, you understand?
Yeah, all these things are things that could be put into place too, don't it? But you know,
exactly.
Them not like me. When I say them something, you know, they're like, yo boy, a slavery you want to send man, you know. But hey, I'm just saying. Yeah, if you end up a prison, it better you be productive. And you're going to have a lot of time outside. You want to lock up in one building whole day.
Exactly.
You know? It's a man prison
Exactly,
and
boss.
and I see the condom box is empty. The condom box they keep
All
filling.
right.
That means you don't have too much time around each other man telling them to start the foolishness in there. Go outside.
Exactly.
Yeah, true.
And I mean, if they live in such a happy life, they want to go back. If they have to work, man, they don't want to go back inside. You understand?
Yeah, come breathe some fresh air outside, till the soil, plant up some cabbage and okra and them thing there, fruits and vegetables.
Exactly.
I think every prison, I think every prison in Jamaica could actually feed itself.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Instead of having break taxpayers back, fifth house prisoners.
Unbelievable, man.
Right. True. All right, my brother.
Then boss, big up yourself, bless up, nice job, you see?
Manners and respect, sir.
Cool, every time, blessing.
Blessing. Yeah, man, a good talk. But here what? One more thing on the prison thing, though. So the prison industrial complex is coming to Jamaica, and I told you all that before. New prisons are going to be built, and the goal is to put as many people in prison as possible. And it's going to happen. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo, how go on?
My day and a family wanting.
I'm not really talking about the topic this morning. They are tuning.
Talk to us same way, you know.
And I realized I left the chat open. Means a long time viewer, but me a member. So I appreciate when the chat open, but one object in I chat when I go on too good, I mean I like certain things. When I deal with certain kind of vibe over here.
You know, me see Vicky just now a cuss out somebody. I want to go on in there.
When you rain like heel or something like that, so some rain. A man in now, a sun out and now, we don't want no rain. So I don't know if I can get rid of him out of the chat or what.
All right, man.
I don't like the distraction. You understand?
All right, my brother. Thanks for keeping putting me attention to it. Manners.
Yes, man. Yeah.
All right. So let me say this, cause you know me I talk and me not really look on the chat. You don't have a moderator. No, I don't. We not do the disrespectful thing over here. So all right, see there. You just pop up. Rain like hail. A Vicky style me. Well, I can't tell you about Vicky still. Vicky not. Vicky is somebody where I gotta say how she feel type of person. And Vicky style me sometime too, but here what? Let's keep it respectful, see? Let's keep it respectful. I don't do certain type of disrespect. I don't want to be somebody who have one of them kind of platform there. I don't care for it. I don't care if I even 1 million people show up because I data go on. Me don't want that. So keep it respectful, please. If me have to tell you again, me just go block you. All right. Hold on there. Let's do this right here. All right. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. Rain like hail is gone.
Okay, so good morning.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
I did not trouble this person. I Vicky dates, right? And I did not trouble this person. He asked me if I went to Lizard's funeral. I was talking about prisons and the man them every prisoner you bucket, all of them something there. Then him tell me, him asked me if I go to Lizard's funeral.
Yeah.
And Miss him or she, I don't know who it is. And I said, then me and you did that. Then him say, you and your mother did that. And I started start, okay? I don't disrespect people until them disrespect me.
Yeah, I'm
so
not
you know me. More time I have my own views and everything, right?
Right.
But me, the type of person, not going after anyone and him or she, okay? I'm a defender.
Okay.
All right, then.
All right, family. Manners and respect.
Yeah, man.
See, so I was just trying to explain to Rain like hail that we don't do that disrespect stuff over here. So just keep it, calm and stuff. You see what Rain like hail said? oh, true, she have membership, she more than we. So me just block them. Okay, that mean you're not gonna stop, right? I don't do disrespect, especially when it comes to people's mother. Let me tell you something. When you tell a man about fuck your mother or your mother this or your mother that, what do you think is gonna happen next? They're gonna start disrespecting your mom right back. So you're giving an open invitation for somebody to disrespect your mother. You don't like her. You don't love your mother. Why we go there? I saw the comments going up and down, and I thought that's weird. But thanks to the caller for calling in and putting my attention to it, right? I'm gonna keep it kosher, man. People, we are big people, you know, and we can definitely disagree and still be respectful towards each other. That's one of our biggest problems as a people. Feel with people in particular. You know how much man dead because an next man feel disrespected because something what him say. I mean, I like what him say. Come on, man. We could do better than that. We can do better than that. So, yeah, we carry on. Positive vibration. Seeing? You just have to cut some people off. Facts. And just don't deal with them. Don't talk to them and just keep it moving. You know what's funny? Every person that I have ever blocked from this channel, I gave a warning. I asked them to keep it clean. Me preach to them all these things. Them disrespect me same way. Suck your mother and this and that. And when me finally block them, they end up on somebody else's channel. Yeah, that's why I not like him. When they start talking about me somewhere else, somebody might send it to me and say, SouFlo, you know, see this video? Why them a style you like that over there? Somebody I don't know. So me watch it. And then me see the comment section. And I'm like, this is the person who I blocked from over my... Okay, see a next one here who I blocked from. And there's another one right here. So, like when you block them or you cut them off, them go somewhere else, go gang up and start talk stuff about you. But hey, you can't please everybody. You can't please everybody. Nobody could say that I ever disrespect them straight up, just off rip, off no reason, because I'm not that kind of person. Thing? It's crazy. No mother joke around here, King Biggs. None. Everybody mother deserve respect. All the mother them wasn't a good mother. She deserve respect. Yeah? Our womb bring her come here. And our cooch bring her come here. So no mother joke. We don't run mother joke around here. Hey, you know what? Speaking of run joke, right? Let me tell you something. Back in the day, Jamaica culture really changed, you know. People run some kind of joke now where back in the day, I dead, you want dead if you ever talk to anybody like that, you know. And to see that it became jokes now, yo, somebody bust your head long time from you say mother. Me say a man one time, look your mother, me here, and that you say, sing. Nowadays, it's like they say it like, big body boy. When we reach this up, where we call each other body boy back and forth and back and forth. Where you a body boy, yo, big body, big thinking body boy. We never used to run mother joke and we never used to run Batman joke and them kind of joke there. There's certain things that we have accepted into our culture over time that was just not ours and we never even joke with them something there. So you see a big man like me now, me still no joke with them something there because me come from a different time. Me come from a time when it wasn't funny and it's still not funny. So if I ask you don't do it, just don't do it. Because I take it a different way than you. You might like a joke me I run, man. No, don't run them joke there. You could run any other kind of joke. Don't run them joke there. Mrs. Nia said that's because you have so many out here now. I saw. Yeah, so there, I guess. But no skin talking. Patty Barnes says, leave people mother out your mouth unless it's a respectful way. Simple. Mrs. Nia says, men that understand respect with no, not to talk like that out of their mouth because they know they wouldn't want nobody to say that to him unless you into it. Yeah, and when you said them words that back in the day, it used to be fighting words. When you're ready for big stone to fly back in the day, that's the word that would come out first. And a joke, may I tell you, might be hard for some of you to remember or for some of you to fathom it who are younger. But back in the day, If you were in Jamaica and it slip out of your mouth, you and a man argue, and you said something about under a mother, just know, say, you better start fight from right there, so. Because you might get one more word out of him and it will be what you just say. That's it. Anything after that, place mash up. And I hope you can fight. Yeah. Man get chop up, stab up, big stone lick down. It gets serious. It gets deadly. So it's weird to see it now being just thrown around everywhere. Don't do that, man. We love our moms. Every real youth loving mother. And somehow we have some good mother. And we really love our mother. So don't do it. Yeah. But with that said, on to the next topic, right? And the next one is this big jailbreak. We have the pictures right here of the individuals. I feel say somebody let them out, you know. I feel it's somebody let them out. You know what? I did a video yesterday, which I'm going to put up before me go into this. The video is about I'm realizing that I don't want to say them hate me, but I'm realizing that they are avoiding me. And when we put the video out, you're gonna see. I mean, wanting to help me in the video. I asked for your help to tell me why you think they are avoiding me. So I've reached out to a certain number of people in Jamaica over the years. And the only reason I remember it is because Instagram and these things, they save your stuff. I don't know, because I don't get into them thing there. And I got through my phone the other day and it popped up on one of the people, my message to them from 2018. I said I was coming to Jamaica, you know, I was going to be on the island for a whole week and I wanted to be a progressive, productive visit. So it would be nice for me to link up with your platform. It would mean the world to me and it would be a big deal for my platform as well, right? This is somebody who actually wrote me and said, love to see what you're doing with your platform. Positive stuff, blah, blah, blah. So I say, all right, me I go Jamaica, you know, me link up with them. Not only them, a bunch of people. But me I go start calling name after a while, you know. And if you watch the next video and put up, I'm wondering, only Big Stone was the only person who ever responded to me. All the rest of them never responded to me. All people will heal me up and people will make video and say big up SouFLo, and SouFLo showed us that we could do this way and all this other stuff. When it come time for me contact them and I say, yo, I'm in the area and we can link up and thing, no reply. So it was funny seeing that the long letter when me send. And I think back to the time when I sent it, and my channel only had 40-something thousand subscribers. We're not even near reach 50K yet. And they were already saying, you know, big up yourself and what you've been doing and positive stuff, you know, and this, that, and that. Speaking up on behalf of Jamaica and Jamaicans and all this. Fast forward years now, and I don't even know how much the channel have now. I think we're like 340 something or something like that. Right. So why now that I'm at 300 and something, I'm still reaching out and none of them now respond? And I'm trying to figure out why. And I think I know why. So we're going to get into that. But left that for next time. I just thought that was interesting to see. When you see a group of people avoid you, just look for what the group has in common, right? Pick out each one of them from them different angles and watch and see what they have in common. I don't know if it's their political association, their political fraternity that they belong to. I don't know if I keep on mashing the corn of somebody that is their God or somebody that is their leader or somebody that they work in close proximity with. You know, people chat behind your back to them people. They're hi, SouFLo. And then when them go around, there's like, yo, I can't stand that boy there, Simon. Yeah, don't do no interview with him, you know. Yeah, don't do no collaboration with him. No put him on your platform. Hate him. And 9, 10, 11, 12 him. Oh, me hate him. And they're like, okay, so we're not associate with him, but them don't know how to tell you that because them don't show you respect already. right? Big up yourself, SouFLo, and thank you for doing this and the other. And next thing, them bestie, I tell them how much them hate you. So them can't come tell you that. So them just prefer to ignore you after the fact. Anyhow, yeah, Mr. Claude, Big Stone is a genuine brother, that man. He's a genuine brother, that. He actually, one time I used to say, dunce this and dunce that. I'm like, you're so dunce. Someone who so dunce is a shame, right? This is before the whole dunce and proud trend. Because dunceness was never our thing. And the Jamaican know this. All one time your parents them can't read and write. They never encouraged us to be dunce. They encouraged us to be intelligent. And we took pride in intelligence from former generations coming forward, right? So I don't know where this whole dunce craze did come. Well, I know where it came from. But to see us here saying me proud for be dunce and me and my dunce bridging them. And I'm like, but yeah, me used to talk like that. I used to say, someone a dunce, you see. And Mr. Claude from Big Stone, him contact me and reach out to me like a big brother. And he was saying, SouFLo, sometimes when you reason, you must understand, say, you're talking to your people, right? And you don't want to alienate them and you don't want them feel disrespected. I say, I'm not responsible for how everybody feels or interpret what I'm saying. And he says, yes, but listen, some people are not well-read, right? They're not as well-read as you are. And you can't hold that against them, you know. So when you talk to them, all them hear is the insult that they understand, which is dunce. Fast forward, and I understood, and I told him I understood, right? And he was like, your platform took off, brethren. Your platform took off. So many people are watching you and they're expecting a certain thing from you. So when you use that platform that as it's growing to refer to them as dunce, like them feel like some idiot, them feel like you put them down and all that. And I understood what he was saying. I stopped use the word dunce. Fast forward a couple of years now. If me call them dunce today, them probably would have happy. Because dunce is the way to be today, right? They make songs about being dunce now, and the songs them go viral, and everybody happy. But when me did I call them dunce a few years ago, it was an insult. Before one artist come and say, me and my dunce brethren them, and everybody dunce now. I will never join that trend. Dunce mean what it mean. It's just like hearing a woman call herself a bitch. Me and my bitches. To me, a bitch is a female dog. You know, when you're in a country there, you see the long breast dog where have a whole heap of puppy them, where the slut dog where all of the man dog them run up on and ride her and then chuku, and sometimes she gets stuck back way with one and them har. That's what me visualize when me hear bitch, which is in its proper context, is a female dog. So them I try to remix them something and talk about, no, it's a term of empowerment and endearment. No, it's not. No, it's not. So me, if you look by myself, no, you know, I'm not gonna say that word there. we're in a sensitive time. I'm not gonna say that word there, but no, me can't see you no other way. So that's just me, whatever. But call yourself whoever you want, call yourself, and tell me what to call you, and I will call you just that. You want me call you a coconut tree? All right, coconut tree. Big up yourself. You look like a coconut tree to not lie. Yeah, well, you want me call you a bitch? Oh, you and your bitches. Yep, no problem with it. How you doing, ho? That'll work too. Hey, I'm here for you. Whatever you want me to call you. Don't call me none of them that do. All right. Call me king. Call me anything good, but not none of them there, because we can't remix that. There's no way to remix that about bitch. Anyhow, Black River St. Elizabeth, a man was charged with a quadruple murder in among 8 high-risk detainees. He is among 8 of the high-risk detainees who escaped from the Black River police station lockup on Monday. Today is Tuesday. And yesterday them walk out. As far as I've been told, somebody said SouFLo, the place is underground. Down at that place that where them did have them is one of the places in Jamaica where that the lockup is under the ground and is one way in and one way out. So explain to me how one bagger man escaped out of that the place there. Me say somebody let them out. So somebody let them out. Me don't know the new youth where just start the job and realize say this is hard work for a little bit of money. Him decide say I'm gonna take the little payment and go sleep in a one corner. I fell asleep on the job just in case there are any cameras in here. Them can't see me never actively get up and say, come that way, yeah. I drop asleep on the job. I drop asleep on the job. The man them tiptoe, take with me key them and open the door and come out. How else them come out? 8 of them, you know. Black River St. Elizabeth, a man charged with quadruple murder, is among 8 of the high-risk detainees who escaped from the Black River police station lockup on Monday, triggering concerns about security measures there. Quadruple murder, you know. The man, his name is Onward Kirky Hines. Kirky, them call him. He was charged in relation to the murder of 4 farmers. Archibald Brown, who's 60, Kirky slap him with. His brother George Brown, who was 57, Kirky slap him with. Maurice Anderson, who was 40, Kirky slap him with. Ezra Wright, who is 73, Kirky slap Ezra away too. Now, in the remote community of Claremont in St. Elizabeth, his murders took place May 27th of 2015. The first person, we're going to show you in picture, right, so. Seeing? That's Kirky. That's the first one. Just in case you don't see him out there, you know, when I on dolly, well, like plot up here, man, and you have a certain look to man. Where you like. Just know that one is extra dangerous here. All right. I mean, what say it's so the police saying, and you're gonna argue with me and say it's probably not true. Me wouldn't take no chances. So at the time, the police said that he was believed to be the leader of a gang, which was a remnant of the infamous Stone Crusher gang. In July of 2015, he was found hiding in a ceiling of a house in Hatfield, Manchester, because they were hot on his trail, and him run up into the house, stop go hide, and them find him there anyways, and they arrested him there. The other detainees who escaped on Monday are Oral Cole, he's 31 from Comfort Hall, Manchester. Richard Brown, he's 34 from Middle Quarters, St. Elizabeth. Alric Hutchinson, he's 38 from Brighton District, St. Elizabeth. And Dion Simpson, he's 34 from Turner Top, St. Elizabeth, who are all in custody, charged with robbery and aggravation. Javon Sims, he's 25 from Copperwood, St. James. Kenneth Stewart, he's 30 from... Yo, this sound like a roll call for class, right? Me I call off about 100. Let me put on my glasses because them like they burn my eyes. This sound like a roll call for class. Me just a call name and a bag of man escape. Javon Sims is 25. He's from Copperwood, St. James, and Kenneth Stewart is 30 from Beacon Hill, St. Catherine. And they were both held for murder. And Damar Williams is 29 from Gravel Heights in Spanish Town in St. Catherine, who is facing a shooting with intent as well. Here is Mr. Sims. That's the other one. That's the next one. 2. We have more pictures of them, so you can see them in case you buck them out the road. All right. Walk wide. That's a little FYI photo. Now in press release. In a press, the Constabulary Corporate Communications Unit said that the police were conducting a routine check at approximately 6 a.m. early in the morning on Monday when they realized that 8 of the man them gone. I'm saying, underground them go by, what them do, dig out the ground and anyhow, they cut the metal bar that was at the window. It has to be a machine that they use to cut it, one of the guards said. One cell guard with 60 odd prisoner can't work. One cell guard with 60 odd prisoner can't work. All it takes is 10 man to block the way and me turn up behind them and cut out the something and the whole. Yo, I love Jamaica, man. Run, Forest, run. I dead or not dead if they catch you. No. And that me I try to tell you. I don't think, if them not turn themselves in, police now look for handcuff them man in the road, and they should know this. This is called your last straw. If me upon my last straw like this, me I pull out my list of things I wanted to do before I die. And me just start going to my bucket list. Cause you're dead after this. Run, Forest, run. In a press release, the Constabulary Communication Unit said that the police were conducting a routine cell check 6 o'clock in the morning when they realized that the men had escaped. One of them said, cut the bar, the window, It has to be a machine them used to cut that. One cell guard with 60 prisoners, a police source told the Jamaica Observer, big up to the Jamaica Observer, raising concerns about security at the lockup. Head of the Police Communication Unit, Senior Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay, she issued a warning to the public that it is a criminal offense to harbor a fugitive. Around my mother yard, me I go. If me I one of them money, cause me want to tear some mommy ask state. But nah, Jamaica different. Listen, when you come foreign and you get locked up at prison, you see, you're locked up in a prison for real. In Jamaica, your people them can bring you your food same way. So if me I do a 10 years or a 20 years, it's not like I'm gonna have to wait 20 years for taste mommy oxtail and rice and peas and them something there. She can cook and carrot come give me or send me food, In the US, you have to go wait your 20 years before you ever taste anything your mommy cook again. So me nah know which part them run gone. Them probably run gone go get some front. I don't know. Run a back road or something. Head of the Police Communication. Oi. And here's another one. This one is charged with robbery and aggravation or aggravated robbery at gunpoint. They have a look to them. Everybody have a kind of look to them. It's like a uniformed look. So see our next one there. Ah, boy. I tell you, see. This is Mr. Cole. So, if anybody sees these individuals turn up in their community, please report them to the police immediately. These men are supposed to be in custody. These men are dangerous. And if they turn up with relatives or friends, then they are to alert the police not to harbor them. Okay. The police said that they will be deploying all available resources to ensure the escapees are captured. They're coming for you. They also urge the escapees to turn themselves in and allow the justice system to take its course. Go back in a prison, go back in a jail, go back in a lockup, in the underground lockup where you did there, and allow justice to take its course. I kind of have a feeling that's not going to happen. Yeah. Evasions will only amplify the severity of your situation. The public assistance is crucial during this time. We need Jamaica's help. Be on the lookout. Residents are encouraged to remain vigilant and to report any suspicious activities or unfamiliar individuals to the National Intelligence Bureau. Tip line in Jamaica is 811. When you don't know Crime Stop is 311. Or call emergency, which is 119 at your nearest police station as well. This is what the police said yesterday. Mr. Brown, another one who is charged with aggravated robbery, is right here. We're just putting the faces out there. I'm not going to know that these people are out there. Yeah? All right. First thing him needs to do is get a buckle of bleach and start bleaching. Quickly his bleaching is reaching and walk right past them as a brown skin man. Anyhow, the police also said that the Inspector and Professional Standard Oversight Bureau is conducting an internal investigation into the circumstances of the escape to reinforce preventative measures. The murder of the 4 farmers had shocked the nation. Police had reported that around 8 p.m. on May 27th, the one who committed the 4 murder them, during a power outage, 3 of the 4 victims, Archibald Brown, Anderson, and Wright, they were playing dominoes by a candlelight at a small shop that was operated by Wright's granddaughter when 3 armed men, to include the first person I just showed you, pounced upon them. The gunmen pushed the young woman away, out of the way, and shot the 3 men that were sitting there multiple times. There was also a 70-year-old individual there who got shot up as well. The gunmen reportedly encountered George Brown some distance away and shot him too. Them not only shot him as they were escaping the community, them shoot him and then they slit his throat and left him there. Man, them did in a rage. And this is the one that they said is responsible for that one. Again. It's a man, yes, sir. Right. So, take a good look. You can't tell me nothing. Me not. I think, honestly, the man here, I think these men paid their way out. Because ain't no way. And then again, let's talk about surveillance system. A prison, right? Them not no surveillance system. No one is manning a camera that's around the property where you can see people leaving. Okay. Too much slackness are going, man. Moving on to the next subject. The next subject is the Beachy Stout trial. A lot of people been asking, SouFLo, what happened to the Beachy Stout trial? How come Beachy not gone a trial yet? For those of you who don't know who Beachy Stout is, Andre McDonald and Andreen McDonald, that case just went down in the US recently. Andre, which is Beachy Stout's son, he was a colonel, officer in the US military, and he ended up taking the life of his wife here in the US around the same. Things are very ironic, you know. Watch this. Andreen and Beachy Stout's wife that got killed, the last one, they were good friends. They were same age group as well. Andreen got killed by the son, and the other friend got killed by the father. So the man Beachy Stout was married to his son's wife's friend. What he part? Look at something in there like cobweb. Anyhow, his son is now in prison doing his time. A lot came out in that trial. Oh, during the trial, we found out that she did a kill him with bun. Yeah, she didn't really want the relationship, and she had a man, you know, in Jamaica. Don't know, you know, you're there foreign for too long. Them say you're there eat beer, processed food, so you're not tough like that again. I saw them say, tough like that again. So she had a tough one on a yard, yeah, and she used to on a regular basis when every time the military would send him away. And he would go away for 30 days at a time, 60 days at a time. It was the perfect time for her to take her trips to Jamaica to go see her other man. The man where she ended up put on the tattoo that matches his tattoo and all these things, and her husband find out about it. You know, not to dirty up her name or anything, but when these things were revealed in the trial, it make a lot of people look on her differently. Because me did I cuss him before. Big dirty waste man, because you kill off the people them daughter, and she's such a progressive, productive sister, because she was really getting it, you know. She had a brain for real. She was really getting it. And then me see all them something there. And I was like, backside, no man. I mean, how much can one man take? Still no justification, but everybody don't react the same way to them kind of stuff there. You know? Anyhow, That whole case gone. Andre laid to rest. Andre is doing his prison time. It's time for his father to face the music now, Mr. Beachy Stout McDonald. Now, despite a case readiness hearing being delayed for Everton Beachy Stout McDonald, the popular Portland businessman who is accused of murdering his two wives on separate occasions, a judge has declared that the trial for the murder of the younger wife will not be delayed any further. The judge said, let's go now. We don't want no more delay on it. Let's take it to court now. I just said to y'all a couple days ago, I said, what happened to the Beachy Stout case? How come it's taking so long for them to take it to trial? Especially when, thank you, Erica. I appreciate you greatly. Erica says, like up the morning thoughts with a nice little donation. Remember me telling you, say, the brother who Beachy allegedly hired to kill, Tanya is her name. Tanya and Andreen were friends. I have a picture of them together anyways with their kids and all that. So anyhow, the guy who he hired allegedly to kill Tanya and described how him want her to get killed, he went before the judge. And him say, you know have a deal for me? Them say yes. Full confession, little bit of time. Him say, all right, me start talk. He went before the judge. He described in details. That's the person I was talking about, who described in details how she was driving and she lay back her head on the headrest like this. And him said them grab her from around the headrest and squeeze her neck and draw her into the headrest and then stab out her chest multiple times. And him say him sit there and watch it. Him say I couldn't do it because me and her did too close. And she trusted me too much. Remember when they first discovered her car way up in a one like a dark place? The first thing a lot of people was saying, a beer gunman live up there, so. The girl that she give her the front all the time, and she love them the kind of man there, even though he's Beachy wife. You're running a risky business because he's a man that is known to take no disrespect. See? And you are run around a fling front, get all them little gun bag boy. The only way she end up there, so one of them she go up there go get some front. Remember? That was how it came out, right? In his court confession, we learned she never go up there go give no man no front. Him tell her, he told the judge, he says, Your Honor, the only way she ended up there is because me tell her. Me said, turn right here, so. And she looked for me, and I still remember her looking at me. And she looked for me like she kind of knows something off, but she trusted me so much. The brother start cry. Him say, the only reason she dead are because she did trust me too much. Yeah, the details people need to know, so people picking her just going vain. Seeing the details, the man ball him said the only reason she dead is because she trusts me too much, and that's why me couldn't kill her. But me tell her if you turn here so and go up there. So that time we know already, so up there so we are gonna kill her. So when we reach up in there, she did say, boy, it's so dark up here, can't no light no up there or nothing. One little maga road gone up in the bush, right? And him say, yeah. The boy grab her around the headrest, pull her in, and just start stab her in her chest, and then them cut her throat, and then them set the car up on fire, and all that. And they did it exactly how Beachy Stout instructed them to do it. Judge said, so, you couldn't just shoot her. It wouldn't have been easier. Because that's gruesome, man. Brutal. Him say, I saw the boss man did want her to get killed. We suggest to him, say we can just shoot her, corner up. And him say, no, that's too easy. No one no quick death for her. Want her suffer. Stab her up, cut her throat, burn her up in the car. Now he's about to go to trial for it. Seeing? Yeah, brutal is not the word, my friend. May I give you all the information in a minute. Let me say hi to my babies first. Hi, Munchy Punchy. Say hi, everybody. This is Milani, and this is Makai, otherwise known as Papa. Oh, yes, there, so. I love you. You good, Papa? All right. Why your shirt wet, mommy?
Because
You still staring?
Because she was
Munchie. Because she what?
Because she peed.
She did?
And where she pee, Papa?
On the bed.
Yeah.
She did?
So, yeah. No,
You did? Daddy soon come. Go, mommy. I soon come, okay? No. Yo, this love me no man. Let me tell you, when she resembled my grandmother, right? And while my grandmother was going through her illness, last stage of life before she passed away, I took her to go see her grandmother, her great grandmother, a couple of times. And remember, my grandmother hold her, and my grandmother looked on her good enough. And my grandmother said, "Yes, she is ours," like that. Same way my mom. First time my mom seen her, my mom was like, "Good God, that is definitely yours, boy. She take everything, right?" But now she come to me and she just like, "No, say me need a hug." She said, "You need a hug, daddy?" And she just hug me up and just squeeze me up. Them kind of something that you can't buy them something there, you know? You can't buy them something there. So again, to the father them out there, there's these type of things, my friend, that beats everything out there. And because of them, now when we go road, you know, you get dressed, you go out, you want to go enjoy your night, have a good evening and stuff, grown people gatherings, and then come home. Half of the time, me get dressed and then not go nowhere, or don't want to go nowhere, or I'm at some event thinking about going home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's because of them, man. Beautiful, gorgeous. I soon come. Could you go to mommy for me? Daddy soon come. Let me finish up in here, okay? I love you. All right, let me finish up in here, and then I'll come get you. Say bye, people.
Bye, people.
All right, go pick up your teddy. I love you, mommy. Babe, come get her for me, please. She looks like mommy. Somebody said she looks like mommy. Me don't know about all that, you know. None of my picnic them don't look like nobody else but me. And that's a yo, I'm jealous. I'm like, none of my picnic them don't look like nobody else but me. All right, so back to this. Beachy. Beachy will have his day. Beachy will have his day. And it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. Because, you know, he's well connected, right? I don't know. I'm sure they're saying to him behind the scenes, brother, you put your foot in it this time, man. We don't know how we are going to help you. And that's why it take them so long for bring this go a trial, you know. They are hoping to minimize the impact by stretching this out for as far as they can to the point where everybody forget the details. Shay, your bad mind, me Shay. Me not like that neither. Hear Shay about she does look like her mom, SouFLo, your bad. Your bad. None of them don't look like nobody else but me. That's how me see it. Hey, all right. So, High Court Judge Justice Vinnet Graham says, all right, despite the case readiness hearing being delayed for Everton Beachy Stout McDonald, the popular Portland businessman who is accused of murdering his two wives on two separate occasions, a judge has declared that the trial for the murder of the younger wife will no longer be delayed. Let's get it on now. High Court Judge Justice Vinnet Graham Allen warned that September 18th of 2022 trial date relative to the July 2020 murder of Tanya Hamilton McDonald, who was the 68-year-old accused businessman's second wife, is a firm, fixed date. She's not backing down from it. They're not changing it for nothing. This is the date it is. So Beachy Stout goes on trial September 18th of 2023. Well, 1 month we in now. June, July, August. So I'm have 2.5 months, roughly. Beachy was 68, almost 70. And Tanya was 20 something. I don't know if I make of that because, people are going to say age is nothing but a number. It's two big people, them. If two grown consenting adults decides they want to be together for whatever the reason is, him have things, she want things, him exchange things for what she have to offer, which is herself. Them in a situational relationship, a relation canoe, relation boat, relationship, whichever way you go. I feel them business. Left the people them alone. But that's a hell of a age gap. 2023, September 18th, 2023. This year will be the start of the trial. Crystal says 2022. The murder took place July of 2020. Right. Trial starts September 18th of 2023. Me just think so that age gap that did too big here, man. And then I heard it through quite a few sources that he had a problem. The sugar, and the sugar, my granny them would have call it. The sugar did a take over and do things to him system. So the third leg couldn't stand up. And it's a young woman you go pick up and she want her soldering. You have to can do something. And you're saying couldn't do nothing. So then she found people. I guess Tanya thought she had it worked out. I'll take your money. I'll live this life. But when it comes to the soldering, I'll go make one of them young boys that sort that out. But the man had eyes and ears everywhere. There's a young lady out here who was her friend, who did a video, a voice note that went viral at the time, where she described like the kind of parties them used to go, them sex party there, and the kind of guys them that she used to fling it gay. And she said, I know, little bit of time, him send man trailer when she go out, and catch her too. And used to kill her with lick. And she still do it again. Boy. McDonald and his co-accused, Astor, Tiny Barnes, they are both expected to stand trial for Hamilton's murder. On Friday, the case readiness hearing to determine that all agreed evidentiary material, documents, and witnesses are in place ahead of the trial was to get underway in the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston. However, prosecutors informed Graham Allen that Barnes' attorney, Ernest Davis, was unavailable and he was overseas at the moment for some medical reasons. Even your attorney will try to hold up the trial. There will be no adjournment of this trial, the judge said. The judge warned them sternly, both prosecution and defense. This is a stern warning to both sides. There will be no adjournment of this trial. As a result of the lawyer's absence, the case readiness hearing was rescheduled for July 31st, and the elderly businessman was remanded while Barnes had his bail extended. Remember me telling you, I said one is on bail. That's Barnes. Barnes has his bail extended. Now let me ask you this again. The man who him allegedly originally instructed to kill her, him go before the judge. Him tell the judge everything, how it was done, how him relayed the instruction to the person who did it, how him sit there and watch him carry it out as they were instructed to do. Him gone to prison. Me just tell the judge say that man ya do it, and me hire him to do it, and me watch him do it. The judge look on that man there and give him bail. And now it says that just now his bail was extended again. So I'm out the road and go on with himself. Don't mind sharp him catch a nice speedboat to Haiti. And then from there to anywhere else he wants to go. Because either that or you have to go make up your mind for the couple of years well in a prison. The one on bail snitched to get reduced sentence. So the big man is going to get major time. The one on bail snitched to get sentence. Excalibur. But hear this. He is the one that did the stabbing and the cutthroat and burn up the car. He's the one. My man has him help him burn up the car. To them set the car on fire and everything. But he's the one that did the killing. Because, Your Honor, me couldn't do it. Because me and her did too close. Remember? So I'm asking you, at what point does a judge say the first testimony there was enough? Me don't need nothing more from the next person. Unless him is going to say, yes, I agree with what the first person said. And me hold her around the headrest just like him describe it. And me stab up her chest and me kill her. How did the judge look at him and give him bail? A man who can murder like that, murder somebody who had nothing to do with you. It's not like you and the person had a beef. You know, if me and you have a beef, I'm angry, right? Because you do something to me, I feel like me have to go defend myself or defend my honor. That's different. This is somebody, a woman who didn't do nothing to you. And you were able to kill her in such gruesome manner. And you still get bail. Explain to me how that part they go. Explain to me how that go. And now, at their most recent hearing, his bail was extended again. As a result of the lawyer's absence, the case readiness hearing was rescheduled for July 31st. And the elderly, I don't know why they might call him elderly, because 60-something years old is not elderly, but you get the point. He's, they might talk about Beachy. He was remanded while Barnes had his bail extended. Now, before the adjournment of the day's proceedings, the court heard that attorney Christopher Townsend has since joined Beachy McDonald's legal team. Christopher Townsend. Me surprised him never get Peter Champagne in here. Christopher Townsend. That's another big name. Meanwhile, both the prosecution and the defense have agreed to the content of the post-mortem report for Hamilton McDonald. The prosecution is also to confirm on the next court date the availability of the witnesses for trial. It was agreed in October last year. Let me tell you something. There are other witnesses out there. There are other people out there who, I shouldn't say it. I'm still not going to say it. But me have, I remember the voice note when me release because the brother called me but I had to take some things out of it and this and that. I was asked to not say anything else, and I'm holding faith and still not saying anything else hoping that he'll contact me. That brother there gonna show up over there. He's about to show up too on one of them. He's damn. I don't want to say. You know what? Let me stop talking that part there. Cause I don't want to say too much and then reveal something that I shouldn't. Anyhow, we're gonna stay close to this one. It was agreed in October last year that the duration of the jury trial, McDonald's choice, will be approximately 7 weeks, during which the prosecution will call 25 witnesses. The prosecution will call 25 witnesses. You know what the 25 witnesses them a come say? Them a go say how them used to see how him do her. Some of them, yeah, me him pay one time for trailer. One next time, I me beat her up for him one time she up so pop off her wig and kick her down a road. Mash up all the car glass. One next time, blah blah blah. There's also going to be people coming out to say, let me not put my foot too deep in this. I was told that hits were put out on people and the hit failed, and said persons are now a part of the 25 witnesses who are going to, they got injured but they survived. So gunman do what them did for do. Allegedly, Erica Senior, the gunman them do what them did for do, or the machete man and the knife man did what they was to do, and some people play dead, and you know they left them there and them survive, and they are jury trial, which is McDonald's choice. So he chooses to have a jury instead of to have just a judge. And they say it will take approximately 7 weeks because them have 25 witnesses to go through. Now, in relation to the defense, McDonald intends to have 7 witnesses testify on his own behalf. His co-accused Barnes is set to call 1 witness while he is to testify and be subject to cross-examination from the prosecution. It's going down. It's going down. All them something here are some Netflix series, them, you know? Are some Netflix series. I swear to God, if somebody in Jamaica is in the film industry, please listen to me. The Klansman One Done Gang trial that just went by, turn it in our series quick. Shop it to Netflix. All you know have to do is film it properly, and we have a whole bunch of talented people who can play the part, right? This Vybz Kartel trial, and his whole journey through that, this, all them something here are some very interesting Netflix series that somebody can get rich off of them here. Meanwhile, the trial is set. The trial is yet to be set in relation to the murder of his first wife, which is Merlene McDonald, the Portland businesswoman's first wife. A plea and case management hearing has been set for January 25th of 2024 in that matter, in which McDonald is the sole accused person. Everton McDonald was on remand for murder of his second wife when he was slapped with a murder charge relative to Merlene's killing. Me not lie. This one worked out funny because when time him got caught up for the first wife, remember me get the phone call and the person said, SouFLo, watch and see if them not gonna charge him with the. Me say, how you know this? Him say, I'm closer to it than you think. Watch and see if they're not going to charge him for the murder of his first wife. Me say, him kill him first wife? You think so? Him said, not think so. Everybody around there know. But watch and see if them not gonna charge him. Cause now them have evidence. So watch and see if they're not gonna charge him. And like a couple of days later, I heard he was being charged. Actually, it was a couple of months later after him going a lockup. I heard he was being charged for the first wife as well. So this person who is speaking from behind the scenes, they obviously know more than, right? The first wife, she was 50 years old at the time. She was shot in her driveway after parking her car at her Boundbrook, Port Antonio, Portland home in May of 2009, and she later died from those injuries. She parked the car, she come out, she's home, man drive up, gun her down. Last years later, McDonald's nephew, who had reportedly told police that his uncle confessed to him that he orchestrated the death of Merlene, him who told the police that he was murdered. Somebody gunned him down. Remember, him sneak away and go tell police, So listen, me think him do it. In confess to me say him do it. You know Jamaica run already, right? You know when them in the police pocket. So when time you go make a report, squaddy just call him, big man, and say, big man. No. But your nephew just come down here, come tell we say, you confess to them, say, are you kill your wife, Miss Merlene? How you said to me? Yeah, brother, you might have to want to clean that up still. All right, say less. Dead. In relation to the murder of 32-year-old Tanya wasn't 20 nothing, she was 32, and he was 69 or 68. In relation to her murder, Tanya Hamilton McDonald, otherwise called Sassy, she was a businesswoman of Dolphin Cove in Dolphin Bay, Portland, and she was found dead with her throat slashed on Monday, July 20th, 2022, in a burnt out car. Her body was found just outside of a Toyota Axio motor car that was found engulfed in flames on the Tailington Main Road in Sherwood Forest, Portland. The police at the time said that they had information that suggested that Mr. Beachy Stout McDonald paid over $3 million to have her killed in this manner. Now, following a probe, the businessman, Barnes, and 56-year-old Denvelin Bubble Minot, a fisherman of Ranch Hill in Portland, they were jointly charged with murder as well as conspiracy to murder Hamilton McDonald. Minot pleaded guilty to the charges in September of 2020, and he was subsequently sentenced to 19 years in prison. Check this out. He got 19 years in prison, right? And he was ordered to serve 10. That's a sweet Ross deal. To serve only 10 years after you tell the police, say, and the judge, say, Your Honor, I couldn't kill her because, she looked at me. I still remember how she looked at me when me tell her, I said, turn up here, so. Yeah, and how we draw around the headrest and the car seat and him stab her chest. And you get 10 years for that. The judge sentenced him to 19 years and ordered that he serves 10 before he is eligible for parole consideration. I compare all these to the Vybz Kartel case all the time. I'm a big advocate for Vybz Kartel. The reason why is not because I like him music and because I'm a good artist. I don't care about any of that. I don't see justice split properly. Because something when me see some people do like this. 10 years. Kartel them don't even have a body for that. And it's 35 years before eligible for parole for him. Indications are that after the 2020 killing, the 2009 case was revisited by the police, and following the submission of a file to the police office of the Director of Public Prosecution, ODPP, ruling was handed down for McDonald to be charged as well with the murder and conspiracy to murder in relations to his first wife. So I saw him end up get charged with murder of 2 wives. It's coming like the man, him not really like, him not believe in a divorce. When you're done with them, dash them away. Anyhow, allegedly, coming on, nobody come cease and desist me. And I'm not talking like I know I wasn't there. I'm going off information that's made public. compiling it and giving it to my audience. Anyhow, let's take, I believe I will sit close to this one because it's going to be interesting to see what the sentencing in this is. They actually think he could beat this. And me want to see how. Me want to see how. We're going to exit this morning, but I want you to see something about this young lady right here. Now, she's not Jamaican, even though we're up on a Jamaican topic. But give me 5 minutes to just give some flowers to this young lady and just tell you something about her, right? Beautiful, dark-skinned sister, Ating Mew. Ating Mew she's the first American to win gold in the 800 meters in over 50 years. And nobody is talking about her. If Ating Mew was their type of beauty, she would be on Good Morning America. She would have all the Nike sponsorship and in the commercials. She would be everywhere on everything. Ating Mew. 18 races ran. Undefeated in every one of them. She dogged them in those races too. Like she's young. She make it look like they're not trying. 3 years have passed since Ating Mew last beaten in the 800-meter race. In that time, she's been crowned American champion, Olympic champion, world champion in distance, all before the age of 21. All before she hit 21. The extraordinary start to her professional running career has led many with good reason to view Ating Mew as the most exciting track athlete at the moment. When she held off the late challenge from Great Britain, Keenly Hodgkinson, to win gold at the World Championships last year, Ating Mew became the youngest woman in history to own Olympic and world titles in an individual track and field event. So not only did she win the first gold medal for the U.S., the first time the U.S. has won gold in the 800 meters in exactly 53 years. All these other accolades she got before she even became 21 years old. And this is recently, right? And now she creates history again. The youngest woman in history to own Olympic and world titles in an individual track and field event. Given her meteoric rise and remarkable success since turning professional, it's perhaps unsurprising that Ating Mew is feeling the weight of her past performances. She says it's a pressure. It's a pressure for sure. Now she's on her new training program and she's ready to go again. It was January 22, 2022, 13 races to go when Mew failed to win an event in any distance. She was scheduled to run at the Melrose game in New York this month, but she withdrew several days before the event, saying she wanted to focus on the outdoor season and the upcoming World Championships first. I would love to keep that break, that streak, that winning streak. I think the main thing for me is to continue to believe and know that no matter what happens, the only person that's going to be affected by whatever the results are, good or bad, is going to be me. I know the mental challenges that I have to go through to get there. I just have to help relieve myself mentally on that aspect by knowing that nothing is perfect and whatever happens is what's going to happen. The athlete is most likely to end Mew's streak happens to be British Hodgkinson, who ran a world-leading time, 1 hour 23 minutes 41 seconds in this. It's 1:23:44, 41, not 1 hour. 1 minute 23 seconds and 41 microseconds in the 600-meter last month. I can't be that at the time. Ain't no way. Anyhow, let's put it like this. 18 races unbeaten. History created. And nobody is talking about her. Nike endorses secretly. She's not in any big commercials. She's nowhere on any morning shows. She's nobody's darling, favorite before the camera, anything. So give this sister her flowers, and you can go look her up and read up more about Athing Mew. And you can watch her races and see how spectacular she is. And this on a positive note this morning. Good luck to Beachy Stout. God go with him because me can't go. Me no want go. And the rest of the man them will escape from prison. Y'all be careful out there because they are out there. And I don't think they're trying to go back. I mean, no. How Jamaica law works. Law enforcement work. I dirt them there. If they don't turn themselves in. Ain't nobody trying to hold them and handcuff them on road. But you wanted. Right? A funeral I go keep. So with that said, it's the end of the morning. Not taking that phone call. I'm sorry I can't. Have a wonderful day. I'm out. Peace. Oh, Munchie, you back?